A warm welcome to all of you, my dear students, to this online class. The present situation prevents us from having our usual classroom discussions, and let us pray for the situation to become clear and happy at the earliest. Let us go to the discussion we plan for today. Today we have the chapter 3 of our mathematics book, which is a pair of linear equations in two variables. And as all of you recall it, some of the topics we have covered in the class before the school was closed. We will make a quick glimpse of the topics before going to the further topics. So let us have a glimpse of the topics we have already discussed in the class. Let us go to the screen. What is a linear equation? That is the first question. It's an equation of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a, b are not 0 together. The condition a, b are not 0 together can also be written as a square plus b square not equal to 0. Now, the symbols a, b, c are coefficients and x, y are variables in this equation. What is geometrical meaning of a linear equation? It represents a straight line. Now, what do you mean by solution of a linear equation? It is the set of values of the variables satisfying the linear equation. There will be infinitely many points on a line, so there will be infinitely many solutions for a linear equation. Now, what is the geometrical implication of a pair of straight lines or pair of linear equations? It represents a pair of straight lines drawn on the board. Let us make these concepts clear by working with an example. Consider a linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 6 equal to 0. Here 2, 3, minus 6 are the coefficients, x, y are the variables. We can put x equal to 0 in the equation to get 3y minus 6 equal to 0, and solving that we get y equal to 2. Then x equal to 0, y equal to 2 is a solution of that equation. We say 0, 2 is a point on the straight line represented by the equation. Now, if we put y equal to 0, then the equation reduces to 2x minus 6 equal to 0, so that x equal to 3 and then x equal to 3, y equal to 0 is another solution, and geometrically we can say 3, 0 is another point on the same straight line. Let us give different values to variables x and y. Our equation was 2x plus 3y minus 6 equal to 0. Suppose you put x equal to 1, then what change will happen to this equation? It will become 2 into 1, that is 2, plus 3y minus 6 equal to 0, is it not? So that will reduce to 3y, 2 and minus 6 together will become minus 4. So 3y minus 4 equal to 0, therefore y equal to 4 by 3. So you get x equal to 1, y equal to 4 by 3 to be another solution, and geometrically this means 1 4 by 3 is a point on the straight line represented by the linear equation. In this way, we can give different values to any one of the variable. So here we have taken x equal to 1. Suppose we have taken y equal to 5. What do you get? You get 2x and 3y, that is 3 into 5, 15 minus 6 equal to 0. Therefore, 2x plus 9 equal to 0, or x equal to 2x will become minus 9, x equal to minus 9 by 2. So you get another solution, x equal to minus 9 by 2, y equal to 5, or in that case you get the point minus 9 by 2, 5 to be on the straight line. In this way, you can give various values to the variables and to get the different points on the straight line. And in other words, there are infinitely many points on a straight line, so there are infinitely many solutions for a linear equation. Now, the different cases when two straight lines are drawn on a plane. So, when you draw two straight lines on a plane, there are only three possibilities. Either the two straight lines will intersect at exactly one point. So you can see two crossroads like that. So the two intersecting lines you will get, or sometimes the two lines will coincide, they become one and the same. Suppose you draw a line, again you draw the line, on the line itself you get the coinciding lines, and in that case every point on one of the lines will be a point on the other line also. And you can have the case the two straight lines are parallel. In that case, you don't have any common point to the two straight lines. So we will discuss these three cases as far as solutions of a pair of linear equations is concerned. So in terms of solutions, these cases can be understood as the pair of linear equations has got a unique solution. That means when you have the two lines intersecting, you get the pair to have a unique solution. And if the two lines are coinciding, you get the pair to have infinitely many solutions. And if the two lines are parallel, the pair does not have solutions. Now in this case, we introduce a new term called consistent. In case you have solutions, you say the pair is consistent. And if there is no solution, you say the pair is inconsistent. So consistent means you have solution. So consistent can happen in how many ways? Either with a unique solution or with infinitely many solutions. So what is the condition for a pair to be consistent with unique solution? The two lines should be intersecting type. And what is the condition for the pair to be consistent with infinitely many solutions? The pair to be coincident lines in that way. And when you have two linear equations expressed in the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, you can have a relationship between the coefficients and the type of consistency and the geometrical meaning. So it is explained in the table. So look at the table. If the coefficients satisfy the condition a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, then the two lines are intersecting, and in that case you get the pair to be consistent and has got a unique solution. And if the coefficients satisfy the condition a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2, then the geometrical implication is the two lines are coincident, and in that case the pair is consistent and has got infinitely many solutions. And if the coefficients satisfy the condition a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 and not equal to c1 by c2. Then the two lines are parallel, and in that case the pair is inconsistent or they do not have any solution. Let us look at what are the different methods to find solutions. One is graphical method, and there are other methods. Collectively they are called algebraic methods, and in that there are three methods actually: substitution method, elimination method and cross multiplication method. So the name itself suggests what is graphical method. You geometrically will find the solution. So suppose a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 be a pair of linear equations. The actual process is, first we draw the graphs of the two equations on the same graph paper or on the same sheet. Then based on the nature of the straight lines, we will have the following cases. One, the lines will intersect, and that will show consistent and has got a unique solution. The lines are coincident, that means the two lines appear to be the same, and in that case the pair is consistent and has got infinitely many solutions. The two lines are parallel, in that case there is no solution and the pair is inconsistent. Let us consider these, or let us illustrate these with one example. Just look at the screen. The equations of the lines are written: x minus 2y equal to minus 1 minus x plus 3y equal to 3. We will see how this can be solved, and I'll do it on the board. The graph is already there on the screen, you might have seen. Now how you will draw the graph? For that you need some practice. So the equations are x minus 2y equal to minus 1 and minus x plus 3y equal to 3. Is it not? So we will have the two linear equations, and we have to draw the graphs of these lines, of these equations. So consider the first equation, and in that equation we have to get points. So somehow you have to get 2 points. So you can give various values. So initially suppose you put y equal to 0. So what happens if y equal to 0? When y equal to 0, this equation reduces to x minus 2 into 0 equal to minus 1, that is x minus 0 equal to minus 1, or x equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 1. So you get one set of values of the variables, that is x equal to minus 1 and y equal to 0. Okay. Now one more point you want, then only you can draw the straight line. So in order to draw a straight line, you need to find 2 points, and then you join the 2 points with a scale and then draw the line. So only 1 point now you got. Now you can put x equal to 0. So what happens if you put x equal to 0? X equal to 0 means the equation reduces to 0 minus 2y minus 2y equal to minus 1, and that is actually 2y equal to 1 or y equal to 1 by 2. So when you put x equal to 0, you are getting y equal to 1 by 2. So you just need 2 points to draw the graph. So that we have got, but there is no compulsion that always you should take one of the variables to be 0. You can take any value. You can take even y to be 100. So what happens if you take y to be 100? Y equal to 100 means x minus 200 equal to minus 1. Therefore, x equal to minus 200 will go to the other side. That will become 2 plus 200, 200 minus 1, and that is 199. But imagine what will happen if you make such a choice. You will draw the coordinates 200 for x and 100 for y, and it may go out of your page. So don't take that risk. Take only smaller values for x and y. So the most comfortable values are, one of the variables you take 0. Similarly, you consider the second equation. What happens if y equals, see, for that also you prepare a table and x, y. So what happens if y equal to 0? When y equal to 0, the equation reduces to minus x equal to 3 or x equal to minus 3. So 1 point you got, x equal to minus 3. Now what happens if x equal to 0? When x equal to 0, the equation becomes 3y equal to 3. So when x equal to 0, the equation becomes 3y equal to 3, and thus you get y equal to 1. So in that first line, these are linear equations, they will represent geometrically straight lines. In the first line you get 2 points, and they are minus 1 0 and 0 half. And in the second line you have 2 points, and they are minus 3 0 and 0 1. Now these are marked on the x axis, y axis, etc. You know how to mark the points, and then that is shown in the screen. So this is how you are getting the two straight lines drawn. And now when you draw the graph, one thing must be particularly done. So you should take a scale on the graph. That means what length you are keeping as 1, that you have to specify. So on the page, suppose this is your page and you are making your graph here, on the top right corner write scale. So here I am writing scale. This calculation you will have on your plain paper, and on the graph you don't have these calculations. On the graph paper you will have just the x axis, y axis, x axis, y axis, and this point will be just origin 0 0, and you will have the scaling on the x axis and y axis, and you just write scale. On the x axis 1 centimeter equal to how much? 1 unit, and y axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Suppose you are drawing the lengths or distances or points on a village, then maybe 1 centimeter may represent 500 meter or 1 kilometer. Suppose you look at the graph of Kerala, then 1 centimeter can be taken as some 50 kilometer or so. So scaling will be accordingly chosen. Anyway, on the top right corner of the graph paper you will have the scale mentioned, and then you will draw the graph. The graph I have already shown on the screen. So this is a way how graphs are drawn, and then we will solve the equations. So here again look at the screen. The two straight lines you have drawn, and they meet at one point. They meet at one point, and that point has got, what is the x coordinate? You can just assume the x coordinate to be 3, and y coordinate you are getting. So from the point you make a direct move towards the y axis, where you are reaching, that is a y coordinate. So the point will be, so for this pair of linear equations you are getting the point of intersection to be 3, 2. It means what? It means x equal to 3, y equal to 2 is the solution of the linear equations, pair of linear equations. So this is how graphical method is working when you have a pair of linear equations. But one thing you should keep in mind, if you are following the graphical method, the specific point you can find only if the two lines will intersect, and for that you recall what is the condition. The condition is a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. So that condition should be satisfied. Okay. Now, again, look at the screen. I have given the point of intersection to be 3, 2, and 3, 2 is actually the point of intersection of the two straight lines. Now, consider another example, and the equations are x minus 2y equal to minus 1 and minus x plus 2y equal to 1. Here, the two lines must coincide. So, you draw the graph. It is a simple task for you to draw the graph of these two equations. You will get the two straight lines are one and the same. So, when the two straight lines are one and the same, what is the meaning? Every point on one of the lines will be a point on the other line also, or there will be infinitely many solutions to this pair of linear equations, and you can say, as far as pair is concerned, the pair is consistent and has got infinitely many solutions. Now, consider another pair of linear equations. It's x minus 2y equal to minus 1 and minus x plus 2y equal to 3. In that case also, you draw the graph. You can see the two lines are parallel. Parallel means there is no common point to the two lines, and because there is no common point to the two lines, you say the pair is inconsistent and has got no solutions. Now, let us do some questions involving pair of linear equations. So, it was mentioned that we have different methods to find solutions for a pair of linear equations. So, one method we have seen, that is a geometrical type graphical method. The others are algebraic methods. Algebraic methods means we make calculations and find out what is the solution. And in the algebraic methods, the first one is the substitution method. In the substitution method, when you have two linear equations, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, we will find one of the variables using the other one. So, let us take an example. Consider the linear equations x plus y equal to 7 and 2x plus 3y equal to 16. Suppose these are two linear equations, x plus y equal to 7 and 2x plus 3y equal to 16. So, when you have two linear equations, first you put them suitable numbers. So, the first equation you are keeping number 1 and second equation you are keeping number 2. Now, from first equation, one of the variables, any one of the variables, you can write using the other variable. So, here we can write from the equation 1, from 1, y equal to 7 minus x. So, this is actually giving you what? If you know x, how y can be determined. If you know x, how y can be determined. And now, in the second equation, you put y equal to 7 minus x. You use the term substitute, and that is why the method is called substitution method. So, substitute this formula in second equation. What you get? See, when you make a substitution, whenever you find y, you will write this expression. So, you get 2x plus 3 into 7 minus x equal to 16. Okay. So, 2x plus 3 into 7, that is 21, minus 3 into x, 3x equal to 16. So, this will give you 2x minus 3x, that is minus x, plus 21 equal to 16. So, now the minus x I am taking to the other side and 16 I am bringing here, you will get 21 minus 16 equal to x. 21 minus 16 equal to x, that is 5 equal to x or x equal to 5. So, you got the value of x. After getting the value of x, how will you find y? Using the substitution formula. So, you put y x equal to 5 in the substitution formula, you get y equal to 7 minus 5, that is 2. So, you get x equal to 5, y equal to 2 is the solution. So, one thing should be kept in mind when you use the substitution method or when you try to use the substitution method to find solution. What is that? You should get a unique value for x and y. When you will get unique value for x and y? When the two linear equations will represent intersecting lines. And when will be, or what is the condition for the two lines to be intersecting? The condition is a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. So, under this condition only the substitution method works. Substitution method works only in this condition. So, that you have to keep in mind. Now, I will show you a page of your textbook. Look at the page. You have to solve the pair of equations by substitution method. It is given as the exercise 3.3 of your textbook. Now, let us just check which all pair can be solved using the substitution method. So, for the first one, what is a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, etc. and see what values you are getting for a1 by a2 and b1 by b2. So, look at the screen. For the first question, the x plus y equal to 14, x plus y equal to 14, when you write in the form a1 x plus b1y equal to c1 or plus c1 equal to 0, a2 x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, that equation will be x plus y minus 14 equal to 0, and the second equation is x minus y minus 4 equal to 0. So, tell me what will be a1? a1 equal to 1, b1 equal to 1 and c1 equal to minus 14, and a2 equal to what? a2 equal to 1, b2 equal to minus 1 and c2 equal to minus 4. Now, you can very easily check whether this condition is satisfied or not. What is a1 by a2? a1 by a2 will be 1 by 1 and that is 1, and b1 by b2 it is 1 by minus 1, a positive number divided by a negative number, that answer will be negative. So, it is minus 1. Clearly 1 and minus 1 are different. So, a1 by a2 and b1 by b2 are different. That means you can use substitution method to solve this question. So, substitution method works only if this condition is satisfied. Okay. Similarly, you look at the other questions also. For example, let us take the third question. In the third question, you can find out what are the values of a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. So, third question can be read as 3x minus y equal to 3. So, when you have 3x minus y equal to 3, what is a1? a1 is 3, and what is b1? b1 is minus 1, the coefficient of y, that is minus 1, and what is c1? See, when you write it in this form, the 3 on the right side will come to the left side so it becomes minus 3, so C1 equal to minus 3. And what is A2? A2 equal to 9, B2 equal to minus 3 and C2 equal to minus 9. What is A1 by A2? A1 by A2 equal to 3 by 9 and that is 1 by 3. B1 by B2 equal to minus 1 by minus 3 and that is again 1 by 3. So A1 by A2 and B1 by B2 are equal. Equal means this condition is not satisfied. So you cannot use the substitution method to find the solution, and you know in that case whether the system is consistent or not, that you know how to check, and for that you will just find out what is C1 by C2. What is C1 by C2 here? That is minus 3 divided by minus 9 and that will be again 1 by 3. And because all these three are equal, A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2, they are all equal means the pair of lines will be consistent and has got a infinitely many solutions. You look at one more question in the same exercise, that is the third question, and let us see what is the first part. You can read it on the screen. The difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. You have to find them. So when you have these two statements, you have to form corresponding linear equations. So it is asked to write the linear equations corresponding to these statements, and you are asked to find the solution if possible by substitution method. So let us look at the question in a detailed manner. The difference between two numbers is 26. Means there are two numbers. So one number you can take as x and the other number you can take as y. So let x be one number, y be the other number. So we make a start by assuming the two numbers are x and y, and one statement is given, the difference between the two numbers is 26. So I take x minus y equal to 26. So you can as well take y minus x is equal to 26. No problem, because it is not specified that x is a larger number or y is a larger number. You can imagine in any manner you like, but one number you are taking as x, the other number you are taking as y. So that statement that you read can be now written as a mathematical statement, x minus y equal to 26. And now read the other statement. One number is 3 times the other. One number is 3 times the other. In that statement, you should apply your logic. So when you read that statement, and because you have taken x minus y equal to 26, x is a larger number, is it not? If x is a smaller number, x minus y would have become a negative number. Because you have written x minus y is equal to 26, you are unknowingly assuming that x is larger number. So when you read the second statement, the corresponding linear equation that you will make should be, and in that case there is no choice because x is the larger number, so x should be equal to 3 times the other number. So x equal to 3y. So these are the two linear equations. Now you are asked to solve the problem using substitution method, and before proceeding with the substitution method, you know whether the solutions will exist or not is to be checked. For that, the condition a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2 must be satisfied for the pair. So that part you do yourself, and after coming across that stage, You will now make the substitution process. Now, the second equation is in the form ready to substitute. The second equation directly is a substitution formula. So, you put the second equation, that means the substitution formula, in the first one. What you will get? In the place of x, you can write, so using substituting 2 in 1, I can say. When I write this, what is the meaning? You are using the substitution formula x equal to 3y in the linear equation x minus y equal to 26. So, in the place of x, you will write 3y. So, you will write the first equation becoming 3y minus y equal to 26. That is 2y equal to 26. Therefore, y equal to 26 divided by 2, and that is 13. So, you get y equal to 13. Now, you have the substitution formula that will give you what is x. X equal to 3 into 13, and that is 39. So, you get the solution. So, first when you get a word problem like this, what you have to do is use suitable variables to write the statements in a mathematical way or formal way. What is the meaning of writing statements in a mathematical way? Using appropriate variables, appropriate sign, plus, minus, multiplication, etc. All the mathematical operations you are using. So, you will rewrite or translate the statement from word to a mathematical expression. So, that is the way you write the formal statement for the running lines. Okay. So, let us just recall what are the things we have discussed in this class. See, these are all already done, or we have made the discussion in the classroom before the school was closed, and we today just recalled what is a linear equation and what is the meaning of geometrical meaning of a linear equation, and what do you mean by a pair of linear equations, and when you get a pair of linear equations, how to find the solution of the linear equations, pair of linear equations, using graphical method and then using the substitution method. Now, as the previous slides told you, there are other methods also. The other methods are again algebraic methods, elimination method and the cross multiplication method, that will be discussed in the class, in the succeeding classes. And till then, goodbye, and study well and try the problems in the exercises, and whenever you come across a problem while doing the problems, you can contact us. Thank you. Goodbye.